Merry Christmas, everyone. Shark here. Got a fun 2v2 for you this morning. Playing as the allies, we have a mixed team here, Infowars.com from America and MaplePine from Slovenia. And then on the Axis side, two of my close friends here, Gray Fox from the US and Skeng from Britain, again, playing a mixed Axis team. So wide range of elos here, wide range of experience. The game ends up being a lot of fun. Cast this one with me is my boy, Rather Splendid Cromwell. I wanted to use this opportunity to cast one of Fox's games. This is one that he was really proud of. And just quick shout out to Hattie, who's always asking to see videos with her dad on them. So here you go. Here's a video of your dad playing Company of Heroes. For everyone else, hope you enjoy and on to the match.
Infantry company is going
Here we are in blue is Gray Fox 13 playing Wehrmacht. On the north side or left side of the map, his DAK partner is Skeng. And then on the opposite side in red, we have Infowars.com playing USF. And then opposite him here is MaplePine in purple playing the Brits. As we were gearing up, Jamie, you said this map is Cutoff City. So do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So we got this big, long road, you know, cutting through the middle of the map, and the two cutoffs are on either side of it. So there's like, now when you're on these cutoffs, it literally cuts off the whole, if depending on where you turn your map, sort of like where the tower and apartments are. It just cuts that whole side off. So all those fuels, all those menus are just gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I call it Cutoff City for that reason.
Yeah, and also the elevation mechanic on both of these cutoffs means that if you're able to like push through and hold on your enemy's cutoff, it can be really, really challenging to push them off. So the way that I've normally seen this map played is one guy focuses almost entirely on that cutoff play on this, like you said, village kind of at the top of the map on the east side. And then the other player focuses on the two VPs down at the bottom, which can make for some really interesting kind of opportunities to flank and double when people are switched up like that.
Are we allowed to be a little bit biased?
Go for it.
I'm rooting for Al and Skeng. Just saying.
Yeah, I have some comments in the intro for sure, but I'm gonna try not to overtly root for him. Although he's got a really interesting build here, and for a guy that I play with as much as anyone else, he doesn't watch any of my videos because his build orders are always kind of out of nowhere. So he's got 2 Pioneers and a Crod into an MG42 and now a Grenadier, right? Which isn't like, that's a lot of capping power. And in 2v2s, I find you need capping power less because the resources on the map are about the same as in 1v1s, but there are 2 people to cap. Well, good smoke play immediately on Barad-dûr here by Infowars. Assault, he's going to Assault Engineer start. Oh no, those Pioneers. Okay, so they back out. Yeah, Assault Engineers can be very strong, especially up top here with their ability to throw flamethrowers on. MG42 force out of the tower. Pioneers actually doing a fair amount of damage to these Assault Engineers here. And
Pioneers have surprised me this patch. They're doing really well.
Yeah. And then on the opposite end here, we've got Skeng trying to hold down with the Krodschützen against the Royal Engineer rush. Oh man.
Get out of there, buddy.
Oh no! The
you hate to see
at range. Oh, that's unfortunate early. Skeng is going for 3 Panzer Grenadiers. So very ranged build, which does make sense on the bottom side of this map. Mine's already going down for MaplePine. And he's going 3 sections and 2 sappers. So that is...
Cole's giving, I think Relic's giving this tank gun a little bit more credit than it's due. I appreciate it.
It's possible. Especially considering the suppressed stand is hot garbage unless you are shooting them directly in the face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The plunging fire from this 1919 onto these Grens.
Such a steep angle. I think it must be one of the steepest angles in the game.
Could you imagine carrying that beast all the way to the top of that tower?
No.
And like, it's not even stairs, it's a ladder, right? Like...
You can't imagine carrying my own equipment up those stairs. That's incredible. I would take my Bergen off at the bottom.
Oh, this is smart. Skeng's already got Minesweepers out. Oh, they're going to pick up the Sapper too?
Oh, yes.
Gun down. Huge pickup for Skeng, and now all these mines, all those munitions wasted. Now the Brit infantry section and Panzer Grenadiers going to spar here across this kind of random point in the middle, munitions point. Okay, so Fox has gone for the flamethrower on the Pioneers to try to deal with this MG, but it is suppressed. He's not going to be able to get it close. But he's actually doing a really good job with the Kettenkrad. Look how far he's capped up the fuel on the outskirts. So
yeah,
this is something I see players struggle with a lot. A machine gun takes up a good position, and they're like not sure how to deal with it. And so this playing around and capping around is really smart. And what he's been able to do is prevent InfoWars from getting to that cutoff. Like it's almost like playing tug of war. But if you get to the point where the opponent gets to your cutoff and can just like establish on it before you can come back out, you've pretty much lost that entire village.
Yeah, Info's got the multiple gun mortar carriage rocking up, and he's also got a munis cache, which I didn't notice at first.
That is on a +5 point. That's very aggressive. And I mean, he's got it up early enough that it might not be a bad idea.
I think Alan could sorry, Grey Fox. Not that I know him, he's not my friend. He could consider just sending one unit down the road onto the cutoff. That could be devastating. You know, he literally be cut off everything.
Yeah.
From InfoWars if you just send one unit there, and no one's really defending it. It's just sort of sitting there.
Well, Skeng does a lot of damage to the infantry section, but the Vicar shows up just in time to push back the Panzer Grenadier. We'll just call it what it is. The Panzer Grenadier blob here. But he's got the forward healing. Oh man, I think what Fox was worried about was this quad 50, because that thing can kind of run and gun. Oh
yeah.
No. MG42 just barely makes it out. On the opposite side, oh, the Vicar is in the building now, and that's going to be really rough for Skeng. He used his first half-track deployment on the PAK-38, so he's prepared for AT, but doesn't have any indirect. And oh, here we are. InfoWars has shoved all the way up to the cutoff. So
I guess Skeng was just worried about the hum bar, you know, that 5 minute, between 5 and 6 minute hum bar that we so often see this patch a bit.
Yeah, and
hasn't arrived.
MaplePine hasn't given up any indicators of what battle group he's using. But lately I've seen the what is it, the Aussie over-repaired Humber? A couple of those, because they just laugh at AT guns.
We actually have a hum bar. We have a really late hum bar coming in. So that this AT gun should see some use. Look at Skeng's. Oh, here we go. Look, the cutoff play, scout.
Yes.
Not just the decap, but the cap as well. Very, very ballsy.
Oh, the flare. But the flare went the other direction. I'd say would have been perfect to reveal the invisible infantry blob. Oh, Alan, get those Grens out of there, man.
That's a lot of manpower.
That's a lot of walking wounded. Good volley onto these scouts, but no model strap.
Camoed units walk up to the Vicars.
The grenade spam.
Can we get a... Oh, he's got no munis to snare the hum bar.
None. They're only at +10 as well. Oh, get the funk wagon out of there.
Oh, the funk wagon. You know what that means.
Oh, but the PAK-40 sets up. InfoWars doesn't see it. One more shot. Oh, but it whiffs its second shot. Quad 50 still hanging
it's
out.
Still being weird. Oh my god, please.
Oh, RNG Jesus is torturing us.
Come on, here we go.
Oh,
yes. I mean, unlucky for that guy.
Man, that's a combination of Orchid Spider pathing and elevation issues. Oh,
how much damage it does to the hum bar. Imagine he just had a tiny bit of munis. Just a tiny bit.
The attack round through the hedge doesn't get it. But the small arms penetration onto the side armor of the hum bar. So the Allies' early resource advantage squandered as both lose light vehicles early. We're going to see Grey Fox here go for the med bunker and headquarters. Okay, so maybe he has been watching the videos, because I've been hitting that constantly.
We got some paras going deep, is that right?
Is that
what I'm saying?
Commandos? Oh,
Commandos
super
are alright,
deep.
Very aggressive commando play.
Yeah. Blackfilling on the way out for Skeng. for... I think we've gone Panzer Grenadier Company here for Grey Fox.
Have you noticed in company, like, the more elite you are, the less of a helmet requirement you have? You know?
Yeah, well,
It's like
because you have plot armor, so you don't have to worry about bullets hitting you in the head.
That's the way.
This MG42, oh, plus the mortar, nice combined arms here. And these engineers just hanging out and eating these rounds. The 1919 is going to move up to try to suppress. Oh, the MG42 actually is in danger now. I think he's trying to merge. Merge,
baby.
He was trying.
Oh, it's going to make it.
Yeah, the machine guns target the Grens. So another lucky escape. Commando's on retreat here. Is that that's a recce infantry section barrage coming in? Yeah, that's what that is. But Axe is almost certainly on the back foot here. InfoWars already building his tier 4. They're down to less than 300 VPs. Haven't even touched the Allies VP tickets. Skeng pushing his way out here. Nice balanced build. Flak filling Pack 38 and a couple of very nasty P-Grens. One of whom has a BAR plundered from the dead Humber.
Oh, I love to see it.
Yeah. Now,
they're going to be amazing.
Interesting
to get the
that
MG as well.
The Skeng pushed so far with the flak filling, knowing that MaplePine was laying mines early. Now MaplePine also putting down an MG bunker on the center VP. That's going to be extremely annoying to deal with.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Skeng hitting the garrison here with the Pack 38. I don't mind that because I feel like the garrison definitely favors the Allies in this case.
Yeah, no, a lot of damage on the flak. I feel like it's just going to rear armor penetration.
Rifles in the garrison. That's what that is.
Oh, I was so confused about. I thought it was just small arms pen. I was like, wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I thought so too, at least initially. And then
don't get that building Skeng.
Vehicle survival package is there, allow him to kind of get out. Oh man, Axis already down to 250. It's not looking good for our boys here, Jamie.
No, I believe in Alan.
He has bought InfoWars off of his doorstep. Now, InfoWars, he has 3 machine guns now. And he's
Sapper's dead. Sorry.
Oh.
And the
Kettenprod goes down.
Oh no.
The Sapper's gun down. Oh, and the flamethrower, and he's on the flank. It's a shame they don't have that Vet 1 ability anymore. Yeah. Oh, Panzer. Oh, these Grens and P-Grens just in the north.
Oh, dude.
Pinned by a machine gun.
I have a little rule with the Kettenkrad. I think after like the 10-minute mark, you can't cap with it anymore. I feel like it's just a vision tool after that. I think it's too dangerous. Like they know what you're doing and they're just it's gonna hit a mine, you know?
I think you're right. Skeng going for another half-track deployment with the Pack 38. So it's not a super meta choice because it's cheaper. Oh, nice bundle nade onto his assault engineers. You do save a little bit of manpower with the half-track column because you get the 250.
Yeah.
But it's worth highlighting that that's the least effective use of the half-track deployment from like an economic perspective is the Pack 38s. Now, if you really want the half-track, then like go for it. But you're better off getting an LEIG. That's probably the best value is the LEIG. And then the Assault Grenadiers and the Panzerjägers are very situational. Oh, boys. Hold fire, mate. Oh, the infantry are able to force off MaplePine. Wow. So Grey Fox still putting up a valiant effort here in the city. Good work with the mortar. He's pretty consistently barraging these MGEs, but InfoWars microing them around in the opposite direction. And look, 3 assault engineers to flamethrowers. This city on the top of the map is just going to become a death trap, I think. Oh man, yeah. So all the sappers gone for MaplePine, and he's gone Aaron C. So it looks like we're going to see Crusaders from him. First Sherman out or on the way for InfoWars. So the Axis still the lack of fuel control showing. And Fox actually still hasn't chosen a battle group, so he has some options available to him here.
Ooh, Skang is so quick with those AT guns for attack running the houses and whatnot. It's really good.
I think he's leaving it on that little shred of health because the next time that MaplePine garrisons it, he can just knock it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, those Peagers just took an entire burst from that 30 cal and were not suppressed.
Also, Infowars has 3 30 cals.
Yes.
Must be driving on insane.
Is this? That's the Easy 8, so he's unlocked the Easy 8 production.
Yeah. Ooh, big damage on Al.
Wait, how is he? Based on the battle group. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but US armored, right?
Ignore me. Yep.
I think this is going to be a big problem for Al. He has 1 pack.
Pack 40, yeah. But this Crusader double snare comes in. It's engine critted 2 pack 38s. That Crusader could immediately be dead on arrival, which is also what dead on arrival means. Grenade on the retreat path, but MaplePine ignores it. 1 infantry section force off. Here's some arty coming in. A lot
trying to find the angle.
Come on. The Easy 8 firing from elevation, though, onto these P-grens.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. We have a second pack 40 coming out, so Fox has been able to hold in the city and not get overrun by the Easy 8.
What is that artillery coming in?
That's the Recce artillery from the infantry section, I think.
Ah, I see.
Oh, and as I say that, assault engineers supported by machine guns force Fox back off of the top. But Skang has recovered the middle and owns the bottom of the map. Unfortunately, was unable to finish off that Crusader. And now Infowars getting a Scot out and putting up another resource cache. And he's doing good on all these low value points. And so they go from +5 to +8.
Yeah, I think he feels really comfortable. I think he's like, I don't think Grey Fox is going to come to this side of the map anytime soon. I think he's stuck in his base, and I'm going to exploit that. I'm going to exploit these resource caches for a bit more. And
this can be the downside if you've got. So I love CoH3 stats. I'm just going to say that up front. I'll shill for them. Those guys do everything they do out of like love of the game. The downside to having the app though is if you know the elo of the players you're up against, it can cause some like weird decisions where if you just kind of play with respect for your opponent from the beginning, you don't necessarily you can occasionally get caught off guard if he's like, oh, Grey Fox's elo isn't that high, I'm going to steamroll him, and you end up making some choices that you wouldn't make if you were playing against someone like Havoc or Fergie.
Yeah.
A walking Stuka coming in. Oh, onto the scouts. They're completely gone. Nice barrage from Skang. And an assault engineer squad killed as well by the Panzer Grenadiers. And then enough damage onto the Scott and the Easy 8 that Infowars forced to back up. And now, just like that, Grey Fox will be able to push back into this city. The one thing I think Fox needs to do more of, he's been good with the HE barrage on his mortar. He needs to use the smoke a little bit more because they're on separate cooldowns. So you smoke one MG and then you barrage the other one. And the smoke, when you're worried about suppression, smoke actually is far more effective because it lands immediately and prevents MG from firing.
Yeah, Al is sorely in need of some indirect. I mean, he has his mortar.
Well, he has the option to go for Mechanized and get a Vespa out.
Yeah,
and the
Vespa's very strong.
Yeah, they're really good this patch with the tracking barrage and the separate cooldowns. And honestly, that could be an answer for MaplePine here, is to start going, especially against the Espionage Battlegroup, start going for bishops. Honestly, in team games for Brits, I almost always think bishops are the answer. Oh, Crusader may catch. Oh, nice snare. Crusader engine critted again. Pack 38 is facing the wrong way, unfortunately. The smoke from the flak flying allowing the Panzergrenadiers to hide. Oh.
Did you notice that Infowars, as well as going armored battle group, he's going mechanized?
Yes. So
he's bought nothing from the
actual mechanized loaders. Oh no,
Yeah.
here comes the rocket strafe onto the funk fogging.
No, get out of there, buddy.
Fortunately, it escapes the initial volley. The rocket strafe not super accurate against targets that are moving. Oh, Sapper's just getting burned down by these bedded up Panzer Grenadiers.
Nice. With the flamethrower as well.
Oh, the commandos.
Oh, the
down to
nade.
one model.
Come on, P-Grants.
No, they're not going to pick this up. The plot armor too thick for the commandos, so they will make it home. Oh, now a bulldozer out, and this could be problematic for Grey Fox. The Pack 40s are good, especially supported by the P4. Oh no, but the elevation, the Pack 40s keep hitting the dirt.
This has been a bit of a nightmare. Oh, here comes the Zooks. Maybe they're going to get volley off in the P4. Both miss.
Oh, satchel.
Flamethrower.
Oh, thank God. The MG42 suppresses the engineers before they can get the satchel off. That would have been the end of the P4 and the Pack 40s. Now the satchel finally hits, but Fox has moved out of the way. The MG42 is almost certainly going to pay for it, though. Yeah, MG40. Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting out.
He got away and the other MG packed up. I cannot believe the luck there. Meanwhile, Skeng just doing everything he can to hold down the bottom of the map. Really impressive.
I'm going to tell you something, and this might blow your mind.
Yeah.
InfoWars has almost 700 munitions. I don't think I've ever seen that many munitions before.
Oh, huge Stuka barrage. One MG just annihilated. Actually, the gun's still alive. 700 munitions, but for armored battle group, there's not like a big munitions sink.
You think with all this, he had all those engineers, you think he just, I don't know, placed mines? I guess he didn't have any engineers left.
Yeah, well, he's got more engineers on the way. The field repairs use it, but they don't use a ton.
Yeah.
And then because he went Mechanized Support Center, he can't even get the demolitions package, so it's not like we're going to see big mines everywhere.
RIP big mines, yeah. I was hoping to see some Taylors placed by Skang, but he's in... I don't think he has much munis. Yeah, he has like no munis. He can place one big mine, but he's probably saving it for nades.
Yeah. And now these infantry sections just can't hang with these Vet 3 DAK Panzer Grenadiers, especially with upgrades.
Yeah. They're doing God's work.
Yeah, well, here is... this Pack 40 is in trouble here. Oh, we're going to see double snare onto the Easy 8, so it's engine critted. But the Pack 40 cleared. Other Pack 40 sets up, and then immediately cleared by the bulldozer. Oh, if he has the Pioneers pick up this Pack 40, he might be able... Oh, no, it was Grenadiers.
No, get out, get out. No, brother.
One squad vaporized, the other down to a single model. I was actually just about to make a comment about how well Fox has done with unit preservation. And then he lost 2 Pack 40s and a Gren squad. The commando section gunned down, I'd say finally, gunned down by DAK Panzer Grenadiers on retreat.
Yeah, their headdresses couldn't deflect enough bullets, unfortunately, this time.
Yeah.
Fault was too thick.
Yeah. Felt turns out not great at stopping bullets.
Yeah. So I think Skeng can see that Grey Fox is struggling, and that's why he's got 2 walking Stukas. It's like he can help without committing units to the other side. He can just keep barraging InfoWars.
Yeah.
To help out, which is quite nice.
Oh, the zeroing artillery called in by Grey Fox, so he's gone Mechanized.
Yeah.
And he is also floating a ton of munitions. And I think it's very smart, because InfoWars has been playing very team weapon heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So the Walking Stuka is a great counter to that, especially with the recent buffs. MaplePine also really just kind of getting abused here by Skang. Oh, another section goes down. So he's down to just a couple of units left. Another Walking Stuka barrage comes in and clears that Vickers. Now the Typhoon rocket strafe comes in.
Oh, shoot.
Blackfurling escapes. Oh, and then the incendiary munitions. Couple good hits onto this Grant here, and he's walking into another Pack 38. Unfortunately, Fox has lost the Panzer Grenadier squad on the top side.
I'm surprised he's not tempted to nade. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh, that Grant just annihilated by multiple anti-tank grenades.
Yeah, walked into the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
I feel like this lawyer, I think people who use it are like stuck in the past a little bit. I feel like this patch is just, I feel like the rockets just don't land unless the tanks are incapacitated by a snare or a mine or some kind of slowing ability like target weak point.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's worth using it like you used to. You can just kind of drop it down when you're planning your attack. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. No, I think you're exactly right. It is the least responsive of the loiters, and it hits hard.
All loiters should be like that.
Yeah, especially because just the loiter is so easy to click and drop.
Yeah.
But I agree that it requires. It's great for finishing a vehicle if you've gotten it snared or critted, but you don't necessarily have the ground forces available.
Yeah.
Kind of the way you use the P-47 strafe.
God, I love it. Yeah, you know that I love it, so
yeah.
I won't talk about it.
Oh, yeah, Satchel knocks out one of the decreed Pack 40s, but these engineers, they just can't afford to sit here and eat 75 mil rounds from these P4s. Another walking... Oh, engineers go down. Another walking Stuka barrage comes in. Oh, but the Vet 3 MG will survive.
Oh, Grey Fox is throwing away a P4 here.
Oh, yes, and he's got the zeroing already on the backside, but nothing to hold. Is that the zeroing already? No. Yeah, there it is. I say he had nothing to hold those vehicles in place. He may lose the second P4. Pack 40 getting bathed in white phosphorus from the Scott. So InfoWars with some excellent micro. A good push here. Easy 8 knocks out the second P4. The white phosphorus to block sight and really push off the Pack 40. And now he's going to clear the second Pack 40.
Alan's in a Grey Fox is in a really tough spot now. Really tough spot.
Yeah. Oh, and the Funk Panzerwagen finally hunted down by a Grant on the south side. I think he was trying to lay some Regals. Oh, the Vet 3 Easy 8 with just a sliver of health is gonna escape. The walking Stuka barrage. Yeah, Pack 40 cleared. So Fox was doing a great job with unit preservation. Now he's lost a fair amount of infantry and team weapons. He's got another Panzer IV out. Skang, it doesn't look like he has a ton of units on the field, but he's got more than anyone else, and most of them are Vet 2 or 3. These Panzer Grenadiers are going to be an absolute menace. Most of them have a separate plundered weapon, thanks to the Grants and the Humbers. Oh, alright. Faust comes in on the Easy 8. No, I guess not. I thought it was. Oh, big hits onto the Gren squad.
Oh.
Another Typhoon Loiter. I think he's going for the walking Stukas. The flak filling there. Now the flak filling at Vet 3. Oh, it gets targeted by the strafe, but it knocks down one of the planes. Oh, this fresh Easy 8 here from InfoWars. And so the allies are pushed way up on the cutoff again. Commando assault flares in here. 2 Grants now, but man, these Pack 38s with the incendiary munitions and a couple of hits and the Grant's down to a sliver of health. MaplePine's response is to go for a 3rd Grant, and honestly, it makes sense to me. I think the only other option besides trying to, you know, wolf pack up these Grants is maybe to go for, like I said, a Bishop. See if you can catch the walking Stuka or the Pack 38s with a couple of hits. And I really worry about, for Grey Fox's sake, if the allies were to group up on the north side and then swing down together with these waves of armor, Skang is in a good position by himself to hold the bottom side of the map, but not if he gets hit quickly from the flank.
Yeah, the armor between the allies can definitely overrun these 2 pack guns. I think he needs to get some mines down.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're floating some munitions, not as many as InfoWars.
Yeah, InfoWars. I mean, he doesn't even have a 50 cal on his Easy 8, on one of the Easy 8s. It's pretty good. Pretty shoddy work.
No, I know that used to be for the Hellcats. It was don't build the 50 cal because it'll ruin your first strike bonus.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's because he's made so many other really smart choices, right? Like he clearly, I mean, he's 1500 elo 2v2 player. Like he knows what he's doing, and so it's just interesting to see like little stuff like that, like floating 700 munitions. And again, we talked about it. The armored battle group, there aren't too many munitions sinks. Also, I am really frustrated that he did not choose the wrecker option and went for field repairs. So
there's a lot of wrecks.
Yeah. Also, Skeng, he's unlocked armored reserves. He's gonna have a little issue with top cap, but he's getting close to Tiger values in terms of resources. Oh man. DAK infantry getting savaged by these the Scott and the gun carriage.
Oh,
there is a mine there, and both the Easy 8 stopped just short of it.
Oh,
there
it's
it
so
is.
sad.
One critted, but the Pack 40's been cleared. Typhoon strafe on the bottom side. Oh no, this walking Stuka, but he keeps it moving. And now the Typhoon's focusing on the flak filling, so lucky break there for Skeng. We're gonna see Pack 40 recruit here. Oh, the Gren's trying to get a Faust off, and they're just eating high explosives. And they eat one too many.
Oh yeah, it's tragic. That's too
Walking
sad.
Stuka comes in to try to push him off. It just forces the vehicles back. I almost think Fox might be served by a half track here. To just come in and continue to recruit these team weapons.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Oh, the 3 grants at the bottom. That's going to be a problem for Skeng. He's got the 2 AT guns. Commandos now come in to support. And I don't hate this approach. You're already down so much infantry. Bringing in some more elite units, especially with all these sight blockers. Oh, the Easy 8 and the Bulldozer pushing. And Fox has been listening to you. He's been putting mines down on this approach.
Yeah, I seen it.
Another engine damage. He just can't keep his Pack 40s alive long enough to exploit this.
Yeah, he needs at least 2, and he's struggling to have. Well, he's got a Panther though. So
No, a Vet 3 Panzer Grenadier squad knocked out by the Grants, but more Pack 38 shots come in. Oh, that Grant's going to get away with a sliver of health. Oh. So worth noting, the incendiary munitions, they do a lot of residual damage, but the residual damage itself can't be enough to kill the vehicle. So that's why you see this one burn down to literally 0 health points, but not knocked out. Something needs to penetrate the armor to finally kill the tank. Which I'm okay with that as a mechanic, personally. Alright, so we see another Gren squad out for Fox. I think his thought process here is I need something that can merge. But with no veterancy, you got to be really careful. They could get burned down very, very quickly.
yeah, for sure.
The P-Gren squad... Go ahead.
It's just like such a huge like mechanized force from InfoWars. I don't know, and it's got so much vet as well. Like there's so much vet.
Yeah.
On the
Oh, walking Stuka barrage comes in. Skeng walking his pioneers through the zeroing artillery, and they get knocked out too. But the 75 mil gun motor carriage does get knocked out. Oh, the rocket loiter coming in almost knocks out the P4. That Vet 3 flak filling has saved the day so many times against this rocket loiter.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the MVPs. It's doing so well.
Yeah.
Oh, we got our Tiger. We got the showstopper.
Well, so Fox helping out Skeng by murdering his Panzer Pioneers allows him the pop space to get the Tiger on the field.
Maybe that was his plan all along. I believe that.
Oh, walking Stuka comes in on the Bulldozer. It's the creeping barrage. So a lot of health damage. Bulldozer down to just, again, a sliver of health, starting to get repaired.
M1919 is so strong. Even though it was in the middle of that creeping barrage, it's still okay.
Well, at Vet 3 with all the damage reduction bonuses. Now here comes another barrage. And it's finally cleared. Oh man.
It's a miracle.
The Zook squad gets away just a sliver of health as well. Now what Fox probably needs here, especially with the Panther, is that tier 4 officers quarters.
Right.
Because once it gets vet 1, it improves, it basically marks targets every time it shoots a vehicle. And so then it improves other vehicles' performance, accuracy, and penetration. So super valuable as you start to amass some vehicles, especially when your opponent's playing this mechanized. Oh, this Grant. One more hit. Tiger is hunting. Discovers the commandos and decides to hit them instead.
Oh, the attack ground misses the Grant. So sad.
The other 2 Grants find the Tiger. Tiger's gonna pop smoke. Pack 38s are in a good spot to support. I'm gonna check real quick. So Skang has veteran squad leaders, a vehicle survival package, advanced field repairs, emergency repair kits, and rapid advance. So all the upgrades, with the exception of spotting scopes, that you would really want to make this Tiger just as deadly as possible. Walking Stuka Barrage comes in, but whiffs a little bit. All these vehicles are moved back. Wow, look at InfoWars. He's cashed up this +10 munitions on Fox's side of the map.
Wow, that's so...
The audacity.
Yeah.
What's the old saying? The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this.
I've got high hopes for Alan's Panther. I mean, Grey Fox's Panther.
He's got a second one on the way. And I think this is... Both teams need to think about making a push together. Right? Because the Allies could end this right now if they swung at the right time. Especially if they knocked out the flak frilling or those Pack 38s, right? Just do like over-the-top damage. But you see InfoWars, he's going to focus on kind of swinging through and holding that city. Huge resource advantage, but late game is less about resources and more about army composition. Skang has moved his Pack 38s from the center to the bottom of the map. He's using the Tiger to spearhead. The Grants are going to come up to challenge. And, oh, Vickers cleared. Nasty shot from the Tiger. If the Tiger can lure the Grants into those Pack 38s. Oh, Walking Stuka comes in, again, targeting the Grants, but they're going to back away. And now, InfoWars thinking about trying to challenge the Tiger here, but these Pack... Oh, this is bad.
Oh.
Pack 38's hit. One easy 8. The triple vet one is going to be knocked out. Panzer 4 and Panthers come in from the top side. The Bulldozer is slow to react. Takes a bunch of damage for its trouble. Panther's going to continue to push. Oh, I thought Fox had it right. I thought that was an opportunity to push there. Crusader in the back line trying to kill these Walking Stukas. Oh, that's move. Such a smart play. The Pack 38s have flipped around. And now, oh my god, it's like a little battle of the bulge here. Now the Allies pushing back in. The Axis tanks caught reacting kind of out of position. The Scott on the upper level knocked out by the Panthers. Crusader,
sorry, Carl.
Vision blunted by the flak filling. The Tiger, one hit. Oh, it tries for the attack ground, but whiffs. Well, this Crusader play from MaplePine has been outstanding. Crusader knocked out, but flak filling killed by InfoWars, but he runs into 2 Panthers. They have to worry about the Typhoon strafe.
Oh, the Tiger's on a slither of health.
Walking Stuka barrages come in. The Easy 8 looks like it wants to try to punish the Tiger, but the Panther's going to hit it in the rear. Oh my gosh. And it continues to take damage from the strafe, but it's going to get out. And now, Easy 8 at risk of going down. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here.
Oh, Panther, come on, Panther, get out of there.
Get one shot. Oh.
Attack right down.
The 105 Sherman goes down to a combination of the Panther and a AT mine. Or AT grenade. Oh no.
Axis definitely came up better. Oh no!
The Panther gets smoked in exchange for the Easy 8 thanks to the Loiter. Without the flak filling to protect it, the Loiter continues to do work. And now we're going to see InfoWars is going to invest heavily into Hellcat, so this is definitely not over. I think the Axis came out ahead on that engagement as a whole, right? Both of the Walking Stuka still alive, Tiger's still alive, but they lost a bunch of infantry that Skang is now trying to replace. They lost one of their AT guns, and they lost a Panther. And Fox really needs repairs. Oh, they found one of the Easy 8s in the center. It takes a ton of damage. Forced to back off for repairs. Walking Stuka barrage comes in. Oh, assault engineers annihilated.
Oh, mincemeat.
Oof. Yeah, the radius, the damage radius on the Walking Stuka just so wide compared to like the visual effect.
Yeah.
Now,
Skang rebuilding his infantry has built 2 fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Yeah. And got to give credit to InfoWars. He has fortified the city here.
Yeah.
And so good micro while he's doing all of that, keeping his engineers busy.
Yeah, and there's lots of mines down, and Al has 1 pile with a flamethrower, so no way of sweeping them, unfortunately.
So Skang, for whatever reason, is building a second med truck. That's got to be a misclick. Yeah, okay, he cancels it. Walking Stuka barrage comes in to keep the southern VP from being captured. Oh, this infantry section, yeah. Finds a Vet 2 Tiger. Look at the char on that Tiger's hull.
Yeah, it's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Relic charged for a skin that looks exactly like that.
Oh, they should charge more for skins. They should.
Well, he's recruit his pack with the... I was gonna say with the med truck, yeah.
Oh, wow. Zooks come up and then just immediately eat an 88mm round. The commando is trying for a cheeky play here, but now they're pinned between multiple Panzer Grenadiers and a Tiger. That's not good. Well, Panther up top knocks out one of the HMG bunkers, and a second Panther.
He's right. Look, Alan's. See the mine? It's right in front of the Panther.
Oh no. Unfortunately, the Easy 8 force. Oh, 2 Easy 8s and 2 Hellcats. Oh, this Panther. It's not moving fast enough. And the hotkey for smoke on Wehrmacht vehicles is C and not Z. Oh, that Panther immediately knocked out. Oh, the Walking Stuka barrage comes in. Okay. Does some good chunk damage, but now these allied vehicles are going to drive past it. Disruption operation. Trying to limit the sight of these vehicles. Oh, no. Panzer IV goes down. InfoWars going for the base dive. And I don't even think the Tiger can save this. Panther kills one of the Hellcats, was traded out. Oh no. And Fox went for the Panther production.
Oh, Crusader's coming in on the med truck and the rear.
So the zeroing Artie on the retreat path of these vehicles is actually going to get a Hellcat.
Wow.
Crusader tracking down the Walking Stuka. He's just going to drive right into the base here. The Tiger is trying to protect the Walking Stuka from the Crusader. Oh my gosh, is it going to get away again? The Crusader's looking for it. Tiger's gone all the way into base to try to protect. Oh no, the Crusader finally finds the Walking Stuka.
No.
And now the Grant's advancing through the center. The double pack 38s. They'll do some damage. Tiger finds and kills the Crusader. Oh, pack 38's doing so much work, and the Walking Stuka as well. One Grant goes down. 2 Easy 8s here in the middle. And a third on the way up from headquarters. Oh no, the Allies. The Allies have a triple cap. 30 seconds left for the Axis. InfoWars has already thrown the GG. No, no, it can't end like this.
No.
Oh, the one pack 38 cleared, the other pack 38 cleared. Walking Stuka barrage comes in. The Tiger gets one of the Easy 8s. A Panzer IV arrives. Oh, satchel onto the Assault Grenadiers. So the Vet 3 Easy 8 goes down.
Oh, wow.
But that's going to be it. The Allies pull this one off. All right. So back here with Jamie. First thing I'd say, we're going to keep this short because it is Christmas Day and you guys should not be playing Company of Heroes or watching YouTube. You should be hanging out with your families. Jamie, what did you take away from this one, man?
So for me, obviously, Alan and Skang, great human beings. They hard fought by them, but they left. I think they left InfoWars with a monopoly of the map, uncontested.
Mm-hmm.
If you check resource flow, like Info has so much resource. Like you can tell when he lost everything because he rebuilt it 3 seconds later. There's like this dip and then like this valley, and it just goes right back up because he's built like 4 Hellcats or something.
Yeah,
because he just had so much stuff like in the bank. So
yeah.
even after that like what seemed like the climax of the game, where the Axis came out on top, just didn't matter because there was just so much stuff.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up right here, and you can see here's where the Allies lost a bunch of stuff, and they just immediately rebuilt it.
Rebuilt it all, yeah. They just had that huge economy. Those, I know we were making fun of them, but all those caches just gave him so much room to breathe and lose. Room to lose is probably a good expression, because he lost pretty much everything. He lost all his EZ8s, and he lost all of his mechanized ability, and then he just rebuilt it all because he has that economy.
Yeah.
So it was their own doing by letting them have all those caches and letting them have the city for so long. I think maybe he could have placed some more mines or spent some of that munis, because that's a tremendous amount of munis. That makes me sick as someone who's always spending their munitions.
I think you're right. I think the map control piece, this map, Road to Primosole, like, I know it frustrates a lot of people. It definitely frustrates me. I feel like I lose on it all the time. The balance of it is interesting, because if you own the top side of the map, you like the village, you can really control the way the map plays, but you only have one VP up there. So for a minute, when Skang owned the valley and those 2 VPs, and as InfoWars was building those HMG bunkers, it really looked like that was going to work against him. Because you're dug in, but you only own 1 VP. But if you get caught in an engagement up there, it's so hard to get out because there are limited pathways. And then once you give up that high ground, it can become really difficult to work your way back in. And then you're just throwing resources and men into the breach. Yeah,
you're throwing men into these little funnels. It's horrible to fight your way back into there.
Yeah.
I think you definitely need to use smoke and indirect. It's like funneling grenadiers into those little or packs. Like packs getting stuck in those little gates is horrible, especially when there's a bulldozer around.
Yeah.
It's just not great. Not great to be. It feels bad when you're on that side of the map and you're losing. It feels really bad. And Alan, to his credit, Grey Fox, to his credit, just stuck in there and did his best to fight for it.
Yeah. So a couple of things I want to highlight, just kind of like a build order perspective. So Skang obviously went Battlefield Espionage. I thought used it really well. 3 Panzer Grenadiers, Funkwagen, Flak Frilling, double pack 38. Into Walking Stukas, I think the biggest thing he didn't have was regular armor, right? He didn't really have any armor until the Tiger came out, which is a reflection of the resource kind of debt that they were in. The Pack 38s of the Espionage Battlegroup are just gross, though, with those incendiary munitions. But go ahead, what were you going to say?
Well, I actually know Skang quite well. I've played with him, and he's the kind of guy who goes into a game prior, into like a custom game, and he'll just build his army composition of what he wants to do. And I've seen it a few times, and this is it. Like he has an idea of what his army wants to be, and it doesn't involve any P3s or P4s. It has the Tiger in it, and it has the 2 pack guns, and it has the 3 Panzer Grenadiers. I've seen him do it a few times. So I think even if the resources were different, you'd probably see the same army, to be honest with you.
Well, that's good gouge, as the kids would like to say. No, but it makes sense. It's a good build, especially where he was on the map. I think if he was up in the village, it would have worked less effectively. The packs have a harder time there. But in kind of the open fields in the valley below, makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah,
for sure. I don't think he normally goes double Stuka. I think the extra Stuka was for the benefit of Al, to help Al against all those team weapons.
Yeah, I think so too.
In the mid game.
Fox obviously wanted to play kind of heavy tier 1 into tier 3. I thought his choice to go mechanized late, because he basically waited with his battle group. He was kind of struggling with the tier 3 play. To be honest, I don't know that tier 2 would have done any better. Whirlwind's we're not going to counter what he was seeing. Martyrs would have struggled even more with the pathing up top. So that build made sense to me. With the Panthers, like I thought he did his best in the situation that he had. My only question, and I apologize for getting on him at the start of the game, but double Pio into Kettenkrad. I think Kettenkrods lose a lot of their utility in 2v2s and larger team games. Like the 4v4s, the maps are huge. There's some value there. But on some of these 2v2 maps, which are just barely bigger than a 1v1 map, the Crod, like you said, after about the 10-minute mark, just becomes free experience points for your opponent.
Yeah, it's a good vision tool. Like I like the Kettenkrad. Like I just feel like it's good, especially in 1v1. It has a really great purpose in 1v1. And then it transitions into more of a vision tool, which is fine. And I think it's the same in 2v2.
Yeah, or a mind laying tool, right? If you want to be really cheeky with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you've got like what's it called, coastal wall. That's phenomenal. It's just like a mind producing machine. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And the tripwires, I really like the tripwires as well. People don't give them credit, but they're really good.
You may be able to answer this question for me. Can the Wehrmacht half track, like the vanilla half track, can it put down Regals or Tellers?
So the vanilla 251, the Wehrmacht half track, can lay Regal mines at Vet 1 at the cost of 50 munitions. But I believe there's a I don't know if it's a bug or whatever, but I think if you reach Vet 1 first and you've placed a Regal and then you upgrade to the Med Truck, I think you hold the ability to keep the ability to place the Regal. Please everyone take this with a pinch of salt. I've definitely had a Med Truck before that could place a Regal, and I definitely had a Med Truck that can't. And I'm just trying to work out how that's happened.
How it happened, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of trying to figure that out.
I think that would be the one thing that I would say Fox should have built in kind of the mid-late game is get a 251 out. You can lay some heavier mines, right? Because the engine destroyed crit really helps you deal with those vehicles. Because he was doing a good job. He was laying kind of the standard mines down, but while it slowed some of those vehicle pushes, it wasn't enough to really cripple the allied vehicles. Then plus you can just, even though you're not necessarily healing, you can recrew all those Pack 40s that are lying around, use the Grens to merge, which is something that you don't see a lot in 1v1s, but you have to take into account in team games.
For sure.
So
it's a really interesting game. Huge mechanic play. Love to see it.
The last thing I wanted to highlight, InfoWars build, I thought he did a good job with the armored side, assault engineers, support weapons into tanks. Good to go there. MaplePine, after he got annihilated by Skang, I thought he did a really good job of adjusting over and over and over again to keep himself in the fight and help his teammate. So then transitioning to Gransk and the armored vehicle training, and then at the end, diving with the Crusaders after the Walking Stuka. And so even though he only got one of them, what he did though is he dragged all of that Axis armor back towards the base to try to defend, and that allowed InfoWars to drive. It basically split Skang and Fox's attention and allowed InfoWars to drive on Fox and really close the game out. So
it was smart. It was really smart. I really enjoyed that bit.
Huge props there. But that's really it. I hope. I know we had fun. I had fun casting. I won't speak for you, Jamie.
Oh yeah, of course I had fun. I mean, watching. I'm obviously a big fan of you and the Allies team in particular. So it was just nice to be there and see everything. Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone. Again, Merry Christmas. Happy other holidays if that's what you enjoy. Jamie, thanks for taking the time, man.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Have a good one, brother.
Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for us here. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Ta-ta.